Hi, I'm Camille. Today I wanted to introduce you to a premium version of a mechanical uncapping machine with a closed circuit. The uncapping machine is made up of a frame feeder. Depending on the thickness, around 10 or 12 frames can fit on this feeder. We have a controller where we can control all the operations of the machine, a main power box where we will connect the electricity. Additionally, there is a plug located here, since the uncapping machine can be fitted with an extruder or a vault conveyor on the frame, which can be directly connected to the power box. The premium version means everything is stainless. Everything you see here is made of stainless steel, of course. The parts that can't be made of stainless steel are made of other materials. There is an addition of the pole which prevents. The machine is equipped with an emergency stop switch, and here is the lever for adjusting the width of the knife spacing, which we can modify while we are operating. As I mentioned earlier, this frame cutter is a closed circuit. In a nutshell, a closed circuit is a miniature version of what we have at home. We have a tank where the liquid is, a heating element, a heater, and a water pump that forces circulation throughout the system. We can also see here that this gearbox is additionally secured with a clutch in case the frames get stuck, because this can happen. Sometimes the frames are so weak that they just fall apart in the device itself. This is an extra safeguard that protects against damage to the entire mechanism or drive elements. Of this device, this uncapping machine has two knives, so as I said earlier, I uncapped on both sides at the same time for each frame. In addition, there are scoring discs, and of course all of these components are heated for more efficient uncapping. In terms of the efficiency of such a machine, it can uncap between 4 and 5 frames per minute, so it's a substantial amount, and works very well in workshops where honey extractors have large frame capacity. For instance, radial honey extractors, where we can even have 56 frames per batch, so we need a lot of frames. Maybe now I can turn on this device and you can go along with me through the entire cycle of a single frame to show you how it looks here in dry run in our company. When starting this device on the display, all necessary information is displayed, like starting the knives, starting the heating, starting the frame feeder, or changing the speed when it comes to delivering frames in this machine. For the whole usage, we just start the feeder, turn on the knives, and in this case we can stack these frames here on the feeder. Importantly, we also recommend that you check out the offer for the body ejector. We have a pneumatic ejector that allows us to throw entire frame bodies into the device at once. This demonstration is presented on empty frames. You may notice that these frames are swaying a bit here. It is only because these frames were uncapped during the honey harvest. They will have their own weight and will hold very stably between the knives, so the dry show just looks like this from the vault. We have to do something with them. The frame allows us to place an additional device under the machine itself. We can place in this case a screw conveyor, which will grind these uncappings and pump them to, for example, a centrifuge or other device that will separate this honey from the wax. As I mentioned, there is a power supply here, and you can simply plug this device in here without generating unnecessary confusion when it comes to wiring at the workplace.